My girls hold me down, them boys mess around. My love life is a mess. We're going out tonight because I'm looking for love. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Barbie J here, and we are talking about Tyler Perry's Sisters, Season 4, Episode 2, Still Waters Run Deep. Still waters run deep. Still waters run deep. Still waters run deep. Hey, 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 hey. Still waters run deep. Now, if y'all don't know nothing about that, y'all better talk to your parents, because that's the Four Tops with Still Waters Run Deep. And when I saw that title, that's all I could think of is that song. Still waters run deep. Hey, baby, still waters run deep. Anyway, I can't be sitting here singing that song. I just went back in the time. I think that's the 70s or something. Some of y'all probably wasn't even born then. But anywho, shout out to all my subscribers and commenters. And if you have not, and if you are not one of my subscribers or commenters, come on and join us. Come on over to June BLC, honey. That's right. Come over here and subscribe. Hit the little subscribe button. And then you see that notification bell next to it. Hit that so to let you know every time I upload a new video. Okay? Hit that, say all, and you should be able to get every video that I upload. All right? And then do me one more favor. Like the video if you like it. Comment on the video if you have something to say. We all have something to say. We all have our opinions. Write a comment. Don't just read them. Write them. Come on, join in. And then share it. Share it with your friends, family, co-workers, whoever. Help Barbie J's channel grow in 2022. Thank you. Now let's jump into this recap review. Okay, so I enjoyed this episode. This was too much, okay? But before we get started, who was the still waters for that running deep? Who were they talking about when they speak about this title? I didn't hear anybody say it. So I don't know. Was it about Preston? I was trying to figure out who they were talking about with this. I don't know. But one thing I did notice in this episode, there were some more people. Karen's salon had about 6 customers and 2 stylists, and what else happened? And the airport had about 13 people up in there. When Danny was throwing the shoe, I tell you, that place was finally looking busy. The only place I didn't see some customers, did I see any in the bank? They didn't show us the bank well enough to see how many customers was up in there. But good job, TP. Are you with me? All right. So anyway, great episode. I enjoyed it. And all I can make from this episode is Andy needs to chill. And Karen is so messy. And I'm about sick of her. I didn't like what she did. That is so not cool. But we'll get to that at the end. So it starts off, with Fatima and Andy. And she's in the office. And first thing Andy's doing is asking Fatima and accusing Zach. She asked Fatima, "You sure you didn't have anything to do with it? Because you was mad at him and he was bothering you and all this stuff." And she's like, "No, I didn't have nothing to do with it. I gotta go." "No, you sit down. You sit right down." And so she was like really bossing her around and telling her she didn't look surprised when they said Hayden was dead. And I was like, damn it, you didn't look that damn surprised either. And first of all, you wasn't even looking at her when they said it, because I was looking at you. So I was just like, did y'all see that? I mean, go back and check it out. And what else was there? She kept saying, "Are you sure you didn't have anything to do?" She said, "I don't know that I have anything. If you tell me, I can help you. I can help you." That's what she's saying first. I can help you. But if you don't tell me, then you could be charged and you could be this and you could be that. But the fact that she would say that she knows Zach and she knows Zach would do that. Zach would kill somebody? Really, Andy? That I didn't like. That rubbed me the wrong way when she said that. You don't know Zach to be no damn killer. So why would you say that? And then, she and then when Fatima defended him and said he wouldn't do that. She said, well, you ain't known him that long. Shit, it don't matter how long you know people. How many people been married to people and didn't know they were serial killers or sick people going out there killing people, and they done had babies and families and been with them for 15 years and they out there killing people. So please don't do that, Andy. Don't do that. Because look at Gary. Gary was going to kill that guy in the car when he saw him messing with you. So don't talk about who's a killer, because your man is the killer type. Okay? The one you try not to want, but you know you want him. So Fatima's finally like, I gotta go. And she gets up and go. And she said, I don't think you should go. I don't think you should go. And then she gonna go and call Zach and leave Zach a message to call me as soon as you get this message. And Zach didn't call her back. So she called Zach again. And then he was like, she was like, where are you? I'm at my house. Why? What's going on? Is Fatima okay? I don't know. I don't think so. What do you mean? Did that bitch ass do something to her? Who's that you talking about? Hayden, did he do something? Because I'll kill him. Don't say that, Zach. Don't say that, Zach. Zach is saying it after the fact. If he's dead, he don't know nothing about it. And then she's telling Zach over the phone, first of all, you shouldn't have been giving out information that you don't know is true or not. That's all hearsay. Why didn't you take the time to call a damn hospital like Fatima did and find out that Hayden was not dead? Hayden is not dead. And we all knew he wasn't dead. I tell you. But she just was so like all in it. Where you at? Give me the address. I'm going to be right there. What are you going there for? You had to tell him what happened. Yeah, but if you paid somebody to do it, you're just as guilty and you're in charge. And that is illegal. And oh my gosh, she's so tightly wound up. It was sickening. It was sickening. One minute she sounded like she wanted to, she said she could help him. And then next thing she charging them, taking them down on her own. So then it switches over because, Fatima left out of there, so I was glad. And then she went on her way. Andy went to see Zach. But what else? The hair salon. I said it had some new customers. And come to find out, Pam coming there saying, this how I like it. That's right. This is nice. She said, I heard somebody called up the Board of Health on the DL and got him in trouble. And Karen was like, you did that for me? She said, hell no, I didn't do that. She said his prices was cheap for me to do that. I said, damn, Pam is messed up. Did they call the Board of Health or homeboy doing hair out of his apartment? So that's how Karen got all her customers back. I said, yeah, but they ain't gonna like having to pay more money. But I know I count about 6 customers. Then they go to Maurice. He's at work, and this mother freaking Q calls him. What is Q? He's crazy. First of all, how did he get through to him without him calling collect? So he had to call straight through for it to ring on his phone. Maurice was shooing, what's her name? Sabrina away. He didn't want to be bothered with her. Because he was trying to figure out what was going to happen tonight. She's asking him about his date and all this stuff. And Maurice was not interested. He really wasn't. He just wanted to be by himself. And sometimes it bees that way, don't it, y'all? It bees that way. Tell me if it bees that way for you in the comment section. And anyhow, Q was talking about he getting out. And he saw the plea deal. And all he needed was a place to stay. And he said, that's the only problem I had. He said, yeah, that is a problem. Well, he said, but how you getting out? You hardly did any time. He was in there 1 or 2 days. It's like, so he told what he did. He said, but still, he said, well, I turned on them. And he said, oh, okay. He said, when they going to kill me, you don't understand they're going to kill me. He said, well, why the hell you did that if they going to kill you? He said, well, can I stay with you? Hell no, you can't stay with me. And, well, I already gave your address. He's like, what? You better, you better take it off. You better take it off. Put it back. You better remove it. Remove my name and my address. You talk about people going to kill you and you going to give Maurice's address so him and Calvin can have problems with people coming to their door and possibly hurting them and killing them? Come on. This doesn't make much of sense now, does it? Then it switched over to, Lord help us, to, Danny at the airport. And Karen, Karen's messy. Karen has this customer who's saying that she met this little country boy. Now, there was a few people who told me Karen wouldn't know who Preston was because she never met him. But as soon as they say white country dude, she automatically assumed the only white country dude in Atlanta was Preston. Because the first thing she did is gonna call Danny and tell Danny that they got this her client got this white country boy coming here and stuff. And Danny's like, but why are you calling me and why are you doing that? This is not even right. This is messy. I don't and Danny was not happy with what she did, and she basically almost hung up on her. And Karen was all upset, had her feelings hurt and stuff. And then she calls, who did Karen call? Andy. And Andy, she asked her to stop by the salon and then tells her that Danny upset her. And she said, well, what's going on? Are you okay? She said, no, I just want to talk to my friend. I figured she was going to tell her about her pregnancy. That's why I thought she wanted her to come by. But I guess we'll find out sooner or later. And then so Andy said, she told Andy what she did. And Andy said, you shouldn't have done that. That's not right. It's a whole different thing. You know how she is. You really shouldn't have done it. She said, that's something I wouldn't have done. She said, well, then I'll call her back and apologize. So whether she did that or not, I have no idea. Then we got Maurice. So he gets home. He does ask Calvin about this friend of his, and he needs time to let down his hair. He just be killing me when he says that. I need to let down my hair and change my clothes and do this. And he's like, Calvin is so excited getting him hooked up with this guy. And I'm thinking either this guy is going to be super duper fine or he's somebody that Maurice already knows. Because by the expression on his face, like, what? But then when they see each other, it was not a match made in heaven. I guess the guy was too girly. Like they were both girls because Maurice kept saying something like, it's two holes. It's just two holes. And Calvin was just confused. And so was I. I said, now I got to go tomorrow and call all my gay friends to get a breakdown and understanding on what I missed. And making sure if I got it right. Was it that they both like to be the woman in the relationship or something? I don't know. But if somebody knows, you can put it down in the comment section. But with all the gay friends I know, I'm surprised I'm surprised I don't know this. But anywho, it was not a match made in heaven. Maurice was his rude self, and he was very rude. And he kept calling the guy by a different name. He wouldn't call him by his right name. And to me, I don't care what's going on. I don't care if you don't like somebody, whatever. There's no reason to continuously just be rude because call a person by that name. That man didn't do nothing to you. He came in, fa la 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 la, just as happy as he want to be. Leave him that way and stop calling him any name in the book. I don't like that. That's just rudeness. And what else happened? But they wanted to sit down and explain it to Calvin, what's going on. He said, well, you're here. You could explain it to him. What was his name? Laz, I think it was Laz or Laz. But Calvin busted out of there and went to get Sabrina. And he left them alone anyway. So back at the airport, that guy is sitting there waiting. And the flight comes in and this young girl comes off who's crying. And he jumps up to get her. And Danny immediately stops him and argues with him that he's not going to take her. He called her a trafficker and he was asking what Danny's name was. So we don't know who this guy is. We don't know if he is a human trafficker or if he's got her under federal protection or something because he's saying you got it wrong or whatever, but he didn't pull out any badges or anything to let her know anything other than that. Instead, he decides to run. And when he runs, Danny takes off her shoe, throws it at him like she's a mother and hit him right upside the head. Pop! He knocked him out. I was like, dang, what kind of shoe has she got? How big is her foot? And so they go down there, security gets him and everybody's watching and he's handcuffing him and asking him, is he okay? And Danny's like, why are you asking him if he's okay? Why are you not asking me if I'm okay? And so he takes the guy away. The guy doesn't fuss or say anything else. And then Danny goes and grabs the girl and hugs her and they walk off. So I don't know what happened with that. I wonder if we'll find out more. Hopefully we'll find out more about that little storyline. So Fatima arrives at Zach's house and she's like, yo, what did you do? What's going on? She's like, nothing. What's going on? And she said, nothing. She said, here's what I know about the law. Look, the less you know, the better. Meaning she don't want to tell her man anything because Zach already got a record. She don't need her man going to jail on anything for any reason. But then he never got a chance to tell him about the person who came to the salon looking for him. And that's why Karen came to the house. So she doesn't know all of that. Fatima does not know that. Next thing you know, Andy arrives right behind him. Like I said, Andy needs to chill out. She really needs to take what was that back in the day? Take a chill pill. She really needs to. So Andy arrives and Fatima stands there. You know what? No, before Fatima tells everything, Zach, being her man, tries to say that he did it. He came and gave him a 2-punch and he did this and did that. And he protected her from something. But it's funny how he's willing to say he did that and beat him up to protect his woman and go to jail again. I guess he did tell Hayden he would go to jail again for Fatima. He would do a bid for her. He did say that. So, but this was so funny because they're telling, Andy's like, you both look guilty. You're going to jail and you're going to jail and you're doing this and you did that. And that is illegal. It is everything you said there. It's illegal. I was like, oh my God, let it go, Andy. I wanted to jump through the screen and choke her myself. Okay. Dang. And then take that damn dress from her. But anyway, so it was funny because Fatima said, I put on my brass knuckles and I gave him a couple of a little sound. What was it? The old 2-punch, pat, 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 pat. You know what I'm saying? Then she's like, and Zach is like, yeah. Okay, that's my girl. He said, and then she hit me in the face and they both was like, what? He hit you in the face? Yeah. And she shows the bruise and they like, ooh, both of them together. It was so funny. And Zach and Andy like, ooh. And he got the swelling. She said, I knew it would swell up in the morning and stuff. But then, I wanted him to hit me. You did? Yeah. And because then I called my boys and then they came out and they beat him up and stuff. They were messing him up because he wouldn't listen. I asked him to stop, and said, but that's not it. There's more. She kept saying there's more. It was like there's more. Yeah. Then they had him tied to the roof of his car, naked and stuff. I said, oh my God, that was so funny. They had him tied to the roof, naked, and then it was like, and that was it. And they was like, that's it. He's like, oh man, that's my baby. They hitting his 5 and slapping hands and doing hand things, and oh my God, he was like, Zach was like, I think that made him fall deeper in love with Fatima. And all of a sudden, now they like, come on, Andy. Well, come upstairs and see the house. Come on, see the house. All of a sudden, Andy tried to act like she afraid to be around him. Why all of a sudden now you tiptoeing out there backwards after she told you that he's not sick. He's not dead. He's in the hospital and all of that, which she should have found out first, like I said. But she's tiptoeing out of there backwards, like she's afraid of them now or something. They were laughing hysterically and they ran upstairs. Zach probably going to wax that ass, but because she done turned him on. They probably going to be on the wood floors getting it in. But bam, 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 bam. I enjoyed that part. And then what else? What was the last thing? Let's see. Andy gets home and a car is parked in her spot and it's a $500,000 car. It's a Rolls Royce. That's what it is. Oh my God. And y'all, I don't know if anybody noticed this. Gary is sitting there saying he gonna earn her back, win her back. I don't even know if he said win her back. He said earn her back. I'm gonna earn you back. And he said, I'm doing all this to get another chance. Then he said he was going to earn her back, but he's doing this to get another chance. And she said, you think because you got a $500,000 car with some $10,000 worth of clothes in the back. He ain't never said he had $10,000 worth of clothes, but she said that. She throws some other woman's clothes. She's like, it's too late. Take the keys back. Take the keys back. And she didn't want to get them keys back. Take the keys back. She said, you're trying to buy me. He said, no, I'm not. I'm trying to get another chance. By giving her things. Why don't you just try sorry? Sorry. So he said, that's not it. There's more coming, and he said, first of all, that's over $1 million worth of jewelry, designer pocketbooks and all the designer clothing that you like from your favorite designers. And she goes, I also like black designers. What the hell? Where did that come from? She's like, I also like black designers. Okay, that's nice. And then he was like, those are in there too. I was like, oh my God. It was hard for her to give it back. So she gonna take a picture and send it to Karen. And Karen calls her up and said, what? She said, that's a rose red. She said, I see. She said, Gary gave it to me. And she said, so he think you gonna fall for it. Are you falling for it? No, I'm not gonna fall for it. So then Karen finally said, well, is the car in your name? Yeah, then sell it and get the money back. Get the money for it and do what you want with it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I was like, oh, please. You want to have everything to do with that. I really feel she does. I could be wrong, but y'all put it down in the comment section. I think she being swayed. And it might be him who gets her the penthouse. We up here thinking it might be Robin, but it just might be Gary, because Gary is bold enough to do something. She come home and her apartment is empty and all her stuff is up in the penthouse. Come on now. Come on. Y'all know Gary would do that with all the stuff he pulled, the fake wedding and all that stuff. Gary will do that. And like I said, he the type that would kill somebody because they messing with his woman. So Andy need not talk about Zach. But the thing that gets me is that I still never heard him say sorry. Maybe I missed it or something, but I never heard him apologize and say, I really apologize for how I treated you. I am really sorry. And I really would love to have you back. I need another chance. I mean, get on your knees, act like you Keith Sweat and start begging, baby, beg. You need to do some Keith Sweat begging. Baby, 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 baby. That's what he need to be doing. He's sitting there telling him, I'm going to earn you back. Earnings, it's like earnings. How do you earn somebody back? It just that did not work for me. And it ended with messy Karen. Her client is leaving, and Preston shows up, and she already knew. Like I said, I can't remember the 2 or 3 people who wrote in my comment section that she never met him. But do y'all see how messy she is? That she already knew, and she came out there, and Preston comes and he arrives, and he even offers to pay for the girl's hair. And her hair, however much it costs to get her hair done. And Karen's like, well, this is none of your business to ask this. What are you, rich or something? I mean, didn't you just meet her? Where did you meet her? At the gas station. Okay, you just met her and you gonna pay for her? He said, I don't mind, I'll pay for it. I'm like, Karen, mind your business. Get your ish together with Aaron. We haven't seen him in a couple of days. Tell him that you're pregnant and stay out of your client's business. Because see, what you did now, that unfortunately Danny did show up, because Danny was curious, because Danny plays games too. But Danny showed up and Preston turned around and Danny's right there. And now you see next episode, the girl is like, am I missing something here? You messing with her about to go out on a date with this guy, Karen. And that wasn't right. That wasn't right. You stepped in and you involved yourself in somebody else's business. You basically was cock blocking because maybe she wanted to get a piece of that. And now you got Danny coming in there messing up her swerve that she wanted to get her swirl on. You know what I mean? So that's my review. That's my recap. Y'all let me know if I missed anything. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode and who was that Still Waters Run Deep in reference to. All right. This your girl, Barbie J, saying peace.